welcome to my Let's Play of Mini Metro, what should be episode 17, Mumbai, which is one of the 3 newest scenarios they've added to this game relatively recently. I did Washington DC probably about a week or so ago, maybe slightly longer, and I said I was going to do Mumbai and the third one, which is Istanbul. So here's Mumbai. I was going to do it around the same time, but life got in the way. I have played Mumbai once, and I played it for a total of 16 minutes and got a score of 1,114, which is probably, I'll even go look at the stats. Yep, I'm in the top 35%. Well, that's impressive, not. But from what I remember from one time I played Mumbai, I wasn't very good at it. It was a struggle, because it's got small trains. A la that, they only carry 4 people. And I'm not good in scenarios on trains when they only carry 4 people. They have, of course, also started you with 3 carriages, so I might as well start using 3 carriages. And well, they give you a bridge as well. I'm guessing the river goes over to the right of well, this bits of the river where you obviously have to get across. I suppose I really should connect that to something. Let's connect that like that for now. But yeah, I am not good on... Oh good, we'll drop that off there and move it around there. I am not good with small trains. Like I say, thankfully they give you carriages at the start. But straight, yeah, I really don't like small trains. And let's face it, it's Mumbai. There's going to be a lot of people at the stations in Mumbai. It's a busy city. I suppose I could do that. That would work. In theory, is that going to slow... No, it's not going to slow the pink train down. But of course I do have a bad angle there, so we'll try and flatten that out a bit. Because, as I learnt a long time ago now, sharp angles are bad. Sharp angles slow trains down significantly. And I was going to say they slow trains down dramatically, but that would be incorrect. It's significantly, not dramatically, is the word to use. Yes, I'm one of those people that cares about the language. I think I told this story in one of the playthroughs I did, probably with XCOM. But there was a West Virginia politician who, during the presidential primary debates, said that Hillary Clinton should be hung from the Washington Monument. And I object to that, not because he said something bad about Hillary Clinton, because I don't care one way or the other, I'm not American. I do object to the fact he said she should be hung from the Washington Monument when the word is hanged. People are hanged, they're not hung. Well, they might be hung, but that's an entirely different conversation. And that's to do with anatomy and not with killing them. So, yes, I have a moral objection to people getting language horribly wrong, and I do it myself, so which is why the word I used was significantly rather than dramatically in the sentence I previously said, which I can't remember what the sentence was anymore because it was that long ago. My memory sucks, and yes, using the word sucks is not a particularly eloquent way of saying anything, but sometimes it's an appropriate word. Oh good, you give me a triangle up there. But like I say, this is Mumbai, and it's not going to go well. But I'll connect that one to there because it works. Okay. I'm not sure I really want the pink one to connect to that anymore, so we'll cut the pink one off a bit. I do do fortunately have another bridge in case I need one. I do need another line. I'm probably going to need another train on the pink line at this rate. Oh, you would do that, wouldn't you? If I do that, I'm going to get a bad angle out of it, aren't I? Yes. Well, that's probably a silly thing to do. But I do silly things well. Well, I do stupid things well. Is be completely honest. Ah, thank you. That helps. Yes, normally I like to draw nice loops with this game. Unfortunately, with the starting position it gave me, with the square down there, it's kind of hard to draw loops without putting horrible sharp angles all over the place. So I haven't drawn loops, which may or may not come back to bite me. Well, let's be honest, it's going to come back to bite me, and thank you so much for giving me 3 circles in a row. That's just what I really, really wanted over there. And if you can't tell, yes, that was sarcasm. Something else I do well, or if I don't do well, I do a lot of. And the other thing I don't like with stations with small, or scenarios with small trains, is the fact that the stations don't actually allow you to have a lot of passengers on them, or a lot of passengers waiting, which makes life more of a challenge. Oh, good-o. 4 circles in a row. Yeah, that's always going to end up well. At this rate, I'll be lucky to get to 500, which is the minimum you need for one of the achievements that they added for Mumbai. At least I do have a spare line now, which is something because I'm going to need it as my emergency line. But yes, I'm thinking that unless they give me either a square or a triangle out here, I'm pretty much going to be stuffed. Oh, thank you. You're going to give me a square down there instead. That's going to make life so much easier for me. Not at all. Which line do I want to put that on Y? Well, that won't make much difference. We'll put it on the orange line. And in fact, we'll give the orange line a second train right now. In theory, if I redraw the pink line, I can make it a nice, well, I would say a nice loop, but a loop. Hang on a second, see if I can get this to work out. Yes, it puts 2 circles next to each other, but a loop. I like loops. Oh, we'll take the 2 carriages. As we take 2 carriages and we've got all these circles together over here, we'll put a second train and I'll carriage over there. And we'll give that train the spare carriage. Ah. Less than great. And I need another train on the pink line. Yeah, this is bad. How am I going to rearrange this? If I do that, well, that's horrible, but it'll have to work. Until I get another line, at which point I'm going to put another line up there, I think. At least so far I've only need the 1 bridge. But yes, I've made a mess of this. Of that, even I'm certain. Yes, this is purely temporary until I get a... well, I do have another line, but until I reach the end of the week, so I can get hopefully another line, so I can still have an emergency line. Then I will put a line up in this area so it can sort this stuff out by itself without badly inconveniencing the orange line. Oh, thank you so little. It's not being very friendly over on the right side of the screen. Yes, I will be amazed if I get anywhere near my previous best score, or my one and only attempt on this scenario. Right. Now you can wait there. I do that and that. If I do that and that. Isn't going to be a good way of doing this at all, is there? But that gives me another loop. And as I think you might have heard me mention, because I've mentioned it more than once, I tend to like loops. I'll go... yeah, that's not going to be an efficient line no matter what I do, but... oh, you would put a bit of water right in the way where it's going to force me into a sharp angle. Okay, so be it. Now everybody move again and let's see where things go. Right. Please give me a triangle or something different over here, just so I've got a fighting chance. Really can now do with another train on the pink line, with a carriage preferably. But rather than do that, where do you need to go? Oh great, another circle over there. Yeah, that's going to help. There we go, at least I have a spare bridge. Okay, do that. Use of an emergency line without it in this game, and I still would like to say thank you to whoever it was whose Let's Play I watched a long time ago when this game first came out or was first available, who taught me the use of emergency lines, because without it I would truly be in trouble. If you play this, I believe, on the harder levels or the daily challenges, for example, daily or weekly challenges, whatever they have in this game. I'm not sure if it's daily or weekly. I know Cook Serve Delicious is weekly, and I can't remember if this has got a different daily challenge or a weekly one. Then you can't change lines or use emergency lines and do things like that. Okay, that's at least different over there. I would still prefer a square or a triangle, but you do whatever you must when the devil vomits in your shoes. Still one of my favourite phrases. I'll take the two carriages, because I am going to need them. But that hopefully will sort out the pink line for now. It's excess of traffic. Thank you, a triangle. Oh, there's a lord and he loves me. Yes, I know, blasphemy. I always preferred the Frankie Howard saying, infamy, infamy, they've all got it in for me. But at least I've now got a triangle to break up all those circles. give it as much help as I can right now. Oh good, there's a square over there as well, that helps. That means the purple line is going to be transferring less passengers. Oh, I'll just shut that. Would help if I could actually connect a line to a line. I actually went past the 500 mark, which is, to be honest, surprising to me right now. And this seems to be slow moving. If I'd played this for a total of 16 minutes in the one previous attempt I had at this game, or this scenario, and got 1100, and I've played this for about the same amount of time this time, or close to it, and I've only reached 682 at this point, then either this is a lot slower than it was previously, or the stats gathering is off. Not off. Again, language is incorrect. Would be a more apt way of saying that. Yes, this green line, or this green turquoise type line, still not efficient. So right now we'll give it a third train. Also give Mr. Purple Line a carriage. I suppose what I could do, thinking about it, stop there. And now I have a loop over here. Now it depends. Have I got all the trains going the same direction? No, I do not. So get over there. Oh, you're going backwards the wrong way. Right, get over there. Yes, I think I mentioned this before, but I do tend to prefer my trains all going in the same direction around a loop. That way, one train doesn't leave passengers for the next train that's coming in the opposite direction. Which you suddenly think, oh, that's not a problem, that's being taken care of. Then you discover, oops, oh no, it isn't. Okay, this purple line's starting to become I wouldn't say a problem per se, but it's not becoming great. Although the map's expanding far enough north, I can actually go around the top without actually needing a bridge. Which is kind of useful because I don't have a spare bridge anymore, because I forgot when I put that loop in that it was going to use up my spare bridge. We'll just run you straight there. Take care of the worst of that one. I still wish they'd move or do something about this. The X when you click on a line, the X being right over the centre of the control, so it keeps closing the control box at the bottom, or the control line at the bottom. But apart from my turquoise kind of line, I'm kind of loving the efficiency of this so far. I'll make you a little bit slower by adding a third carriage, and we'll do the same to you. We'll do that for the moment. once again, as with the DC scenario, I'm playing this on a large screen, which means I tend to look at one part of the screen and forget about the other side of the screen, which is not always helpful. But again, apart from this line on the right, the rest of it seems relatively efficient at the moment. How long that lasts is a good question, especially as it keeps putting... Well, I've now got, what, 5 circles in a row on the purple line? But at least I've now flattened out that sharp corner. Doesn't make up for the fact I've got 5 circles in a row up there, but... Orange line has 4 squares on it, which is not something you normally see. Is 5 squares in total so far? Yeah, and I'm starting to see the inefficiency on the purple line because of the number of circles. That's just going to go wrong. There's no if, but, or when. It's just going to go wrong. I can either have the last line I need, or 2 carriages. Okay, apparently I've just hit a Steam achievement. Elaborate something or other. I didn't get a chance to fully see it. Oh joy, another circle on this line. Oh well. Not much I can say about that. Still going better than this has any right to be honest. And I actually beat my previous score on the one time I'd done this scenario. So that's... oh, gosh darn it. How's that for politely not swearing there, even though I really, really, really wanted to? A spare carriage on for a train. Couldn't you give me the triangle down here? I really need to... yeah, I need to have another line, effectively, over this way and take care of this half of it. Oh, giddo, that's not going to go well, is it? Straight up there. Right, now all the triangles are fitting together, which was not what I hoped for, but okay, I will survive that if I must. Yes, you have the spare carriage, and this train has 2 carriages attached to it, and it's full by the time it gets to this point. Not exactly thinking that this is going to last too much longer. Although I am kind of impressed that it's lasted this long. And here comes trouble. Find me one of those. Almost at the end of Sunday, good. Locomotive. Much as a bridge might be useful, a line is going to be more useful right now. When that orange train finally finishes. Stop. Right. Let's undo that part of the loop. Come on. Okay, it's still going to have to go up to that point because that's the only triangle around here. And then come back down here. Yeah, we'll go that way. Still go that way. Still go back round here and back round there. However, that is going to go there, there. There. So she's still going to have to reach to that point because I'm going to need that on the line. Okay, we're just going to have 2 lines covering the same stations for the most part. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Not helping. Get that going. What's the nearest? Right. Is that going to be enough for them? And now I've got trains going all around the wrong ways all over the place. You get over there. Where's the nearest triangle? Right there. Okay, go there. It's the problem when you redesign a line as well, is it needs a minute or two to settle down to normality, which means you've got to then immediately start taking care of things just until normality resumes. Yeah, and this purple line is now going horribly wrong for me again. That shortened the green light, or the turquoise. Oh, wasn't paying attention over here. Let's try that. That was close. Hey yikes, I'm about ready to give up because this is starting to become painful. There's no way I can keep this even vaguely efficient. Although it is about to be another Sunday. Where's the nearest triangle? Go there. Oh, missed. Do not miss. Go there. What? Oh, they're not triangles there, obviously. Okay. I'll take 2 carriages and that's gonna fail before I can do anything about it. Is that gonna work? No. Yeah, that was my fault. Not paying attention again. I did manage to get 1,932 passengers over 70 days. Which has got to be slightly better on the stats than before. Oh, I'm now in the top 10%. Nowhere near any of these guys who know what they're doing with this game. But as far as I'm concerned, that's not bad for me. Anyway, that was my let's play of the Mumbai scenario of Mini Metro. As always, I hope you enjoyed or found vaguely informative or vaguely useful or different, and hopefully I will see you down the road.